welcome back. Today, we step into one of the darkest homes in America, where elegance masked horror, and the devil himself may have turned away. This is the LaLaurie Mansion, the house the devil wouldn't claim. In the heart of New Orleans' French Quarter, surrounded by iron balconies and flickering gaslights, stands a mansion that tourists admire by day. But by night, even the brave won't linger near its doors. Built in 1832, this three-story Creole-style home belonged to Madame Delphine LaLaurie, a woman of wealth, social standing, and charm. But behind her refined smile was a hunger for cruelty that would horrify even the darkest souls. Delphine LaLaurie was admired by high society, throwing grand balls and dazzling the city's elite. But rumors began to swirl about the treatment of her enslaved servants. And in 1834, a fire broke out in the kitchen. Some say it was set by a desperate slave who was chained to the stove. When help arrived, they didn't just find smoke. They found a secret room in the attic. And inside, a nightmare. Men and women were chained to the walls, their limbs bent in unnatural angles. One had a hole drilled into his skull. Another was reportedly still alive, though his mouth had been sewn shut. Newspapers claimed the rescuers grew faint and staggered away. Even hardened policemen were seen weeping in the streets. The townspeople erupted in rage. A mob descended on the mansion, smashing windows and tearing down doors. But Madame LaLaurie was nowhere to be found. She vanished, fleeing the city before she could face justice. Some say she escaped to Paris. Others say she never left. Not really. Today, the LaLaurie Mansion still stands, regal and untouched by time. But the air around it remains heavy and still. Tour guides speak of the overwhelming urge to run while standing outside. A chill in the air surrounds them, even on the hottest of days. Tenants over the years have reported blood-curdling screams from the attic, phantom footsteps pacing the halls, and faces appearing in mirrors, twisted, silent, watching. Some say you can still hear the rattling of chains. Others swear they've seen a transparent woman in a 19th century gown, standing on the balcony, staring down at them. One man who lived in the building briefly in the 1890s was found dead. Mysteriously, violently, his belongings scattered, his expression frozen in terror. The coroner never found a cause of death, and perhaps he didn't want to. The LaLaurie Mansion is no ordinary haunting. It is soaked in human pain. And if walls can remember, these ones scream. Delphine LaLaurie's cruelty may be buried in the past, but the echoes of what she did still crawl through the attic, and they still stare from the windows. And the house itself? It doesn't want peace. It wants witnesses. It wants justice. And it wants revenge. Thanks for watching Storytime with Paranormal Tendency. Copyright 2025, Haunted Soul Productions. Stay close, my friends. Next up, the Villisca Axe Murder House.